So I'm going to show this Deadliest Catch video as an example of fisheries made into a TV show. This is better done on the web, so let me copy this link and then go on the web. So I think many of you have probably heard Deadliest Catch. It's a TV show, and obviously, as you can imagine, Deadliest Catch is about fisheries. It's shot in North Pacific, and I think the sound is off on the recording, so I'll keep talking. Essentially, it's called Deadliest Catch because it is one of the deadliest jobs. Very stormy seas. They go to catch king crabs and lobsters, I think. And the waves there, the fishing season goes from August to November. So you remember your physics. When does the equator to pole temperature get the strongest? It's in the winter months, right? So it begins to get stronger after summer is over into fall and winter months. So by September, it's beginning to get strong because the sun is going south, which means the Hadley cell, mid-latitude westerlies, everything is going to begin to change, and westerlies are strong, the mid-latitude storms are strong, so the ocean waves are strong. Okay, so the king crabs that live in the cold water actually can die when they are brought on the deck because they can freeze. The air temperatures are so cold that you actually get ice on the deck. So the crabs have to be protected, because if you have a huge a tank of crabs, and if one crab dies, it releases toxins and it basically destroys the whole stock. Okay, so these guys are crazy. They love doing their job, and they go out there and they do this crabbing. You can see that the canister is brought up. They lower it and look at this big haul of king crabs. These are very tasty, very popular, and the show is really fun to watch. Okay, so it's called Deadliest Catch. I think I will close with one other story that I forgot to tell before, which has to do with the harmful algal blooms. Harmful algal blooms basically we said can occur when you have eutrophication and so on, and during El Nino you have reduced upwelling in the eastern Pacific and along the US west coast, but temperatures are warm, so often you get a bloom of a diatom harmful algal bloom called Pseudonychia. Long spelling, nonetheless, you can look it up. Pseudonychia is one of the rare diatom harmful algal bloom. Remember, we said most of the algal blooms are actually dinoflagellates, right? So Pseudonychia produces something called domoic acid, which is can produce amnesia temporarily, or produce disorientation, let's say. Okay, so the Pseudonychia is eaten by shellfish like clams and so on, and they are eaten by seals, and there have been deaths of seals because of Pseudonychia domoic acid poisoning. But there are also seabirds which eat the small fish that are contaminated with domoic acid, and the birds go crazy. So in the 60s, there was a report in San Diego of birds going crazy and circling like they were drunk. And Alfred Hitchcock, who was apparently vacationing over there, got an idea for this movie called The Birds. I think The Bird or The Birds, where the birds go crazy and attack people. So that story is directly related to a harmful algal bloom called Pseudonychia, which produces domoic acid. Okay, so that's kind of the story of Deadliest Catch and Pseudonychia. Just wanted to say it because I forgot to say it before. I think it's interesting. You can look up the movie again. I'm sure it's available on YouTube.